On April 5, 1943, a formation of 79 B-17 flying fortresses from the United States 8th Bomber Command is en route across the English Channel. Their objective lies in Mortsel, a suburb of Antwerp, where the Germans have repurposed the Minerva car factory into a repair facility for fighter planes. The day is marked by clear skies, providing ideal conditions for a significant air raid. This mission represents the 50th operation conducted by the American 8th Bomber Command against German-occupied territories in Europe. Leading the formation is Brigadier General Frank A. Armstrong. As they near Ghent, the alarm is raised. Bandits. The first day of spring, typically bright and cheerful, is overshadowed by the presence of Bf-109s from JG-26. The lead B-17 faces a direct assault as a Bf-109 approaches for an attack run. With the bomber in its sights, the German pilot unleashes a barrage of fire. Engaging a fortress head-on is a higher-risk maneuver, yet the adept German aviators leverage their speed and precision to strike effectively. Time and again, the enemy aircraft zoom past the B-17, continuing their assault. While the flying fortresses are renowned for their durability, they are not invincible. Brigadier General Armstrong reported that his aircraft endured at least 25 direct attacks. With the crew sustaining injuries and the aircraft barely operational, the lead bomber is compelled to retreat back home. For those curious about the experience of piloting, a historic B-17 War Thunder offers a near-combat simulation. Utilizing the game's user-friendly mouse aim mode, players can control any aircraft with just a mouse and keyboard. War Thunder presents the most extensive vehicle combat experience available, featuring meticulously detailed vehicles and effects. With a selection of over 2,000 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships, players will find themselves engaged in dynamic combined arms PvP battles like never before. The game boasts stunning 4K graphics, authentic sound effects, and an exquisite musical score. War Thunder immerses players in the heart of battle, available on both PC and gaming consoles. Engage in the thrilling action of War Thunder by following the link provided in the description. Upon joining, you will receive an extensive free bonus package that includes various premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and additional rewards. Support the channel by downloading the game through the link today. Thank you. Lead aircraft hesitantly veers back towards home. However, the situation is not entirely favorable for the Germans. Inside the B-17 bombers, the gunners are firing in all directions. As a Bf-109 zooms past, it is struck by the waist gunner's fire. Another 109 is downed by a tail gunner attempting to approach from the rear. Numerous B-17s are now trailing smoke and oil. Their engines are damaged, and their wings are torn apart. As the German forces press on relentlessly, an explosion occurs, and, inevitably, a B-17 succumbs to the damage and crashes. The formation of B-17s begins to break apart at a German-controlled base in Dern. Additional aircraft take off, including the swift and heavily armed FW-190, back in the B-17s. The crew is alarmed to witness even more German planes joining the fray. There are even more of them. 190 on your tail. I got it. A waist gunner successfully downs another German aircraft, prompting the onset of flak fire. In the words of Lieutenant Birch, suddenly, a burst of flak disabled our oxygen system. Almost immediately, an enemy fighter launched a close-range attack, knocking out our No. 1 engine Realizing we could not maintain formation, I veered off to return home. Another FW-190 approached and struck our No. 3 engine, though it did not fail completely. The oil line of the No. 2 engine was severed, yet it continued to operate. The bombers are equipped with Norden bomb sights, specialized targeting devices, designed for precise bomb deployment. With clear skies, this should be an effective bombing run. Although the flak presents challenges, it is not the most severe that these seasoned crews have encountered. As the clock struck 3:30 p.m., the remaining 64 B-17 bombers approached Mortsel, casting shadows across the sky. They released a total of 599 bombs weighing 1,000 pounds each, alongside 216 bombs of 500 pounds from B-24 Liberators. Following the mission, the aircraft turned back towards their base, having completed their task successfully. Out of the 79 B-17s deployed, 4 were lost, but this was not the sole misfortune of the day. As the bombs descended towards their intended target, they drew nearer to the factory. The cause of the deviation from the planned drop point remains uncertain. It could have been a navigation error, a mistake by the bombardier, or the chaos of battle that disrupted the formation. What is clear is that the bombs were released several seconds later than planned, a significant delay in high-altitude bombing operations. Of the vast number of bombs released, only 4 struck the target, yet this was sufficient to unleash chaos. A fierce fire ignited, fueled by a direct hit on the rubber storage facility, producing thick, choking smoke. Hundreds of Belgian workers, both men and women, fell victim to the conflict. Tragically, the devastation did not end there, as many bombs landed further east, impacting civilians, schools, and homes. The toll was severe. 936 lives were lost, and 1,342 individuals sustained injuries, leaving much of Mortsel in ruins. In the aftermath, Radio London reported on the evening of April 5th that the operation yielded excellent results. However, the German press quickly seized upon the tragedy, stating on April 6th that direct hits in the housing blocks caused fire and destruction and inflicted bloody losses on the civilian population. Count Robert van den Straten-Ponhuis, the Belgian ambassador to the United States, lodged a formal complaint, prompting a response from the US government. The statement expressed deep regret for the loss of Belgian lives during the April 5th attack on military targets in the Antwerp area. The US government assured the Belgian authorities that there was no intention to violate previously established principles, as outlined in the ambassador's note. The targeted sites were industrial facilities recognized as critically important. The Axis war effort involved a calculated attack, during which it was determined that appropriate measures were generally implemented to prevent bombs from being dropped outside the designated target area. Currently, the location has undergone significant redevelopment. However, remnants of the former factory remain visible. This film presented unique challenges and diverged from our typical projects. While in Antwerp, we became aware of this narrative. American aircrew sacrificed their lives in the struggle for freedom. The liberties they defended enable us to discuss incidents like these that did not unfold as intended. The Germans successfully resumed operations at the factory, including aircraft repairs, within a matter of weeks.